again. Yeah. I fell again. Not from my height, but from myself. Yeah, thought wasn't kind, but maybe it's not the only way down. I used to move like light on air. Now I'm heavy in a folding chair. Breasts too thick to even lift. Memories stuck like frozen drift. I tried to smile, past the weight, but silence cracked beneath the paint. They said rise, but didn't stay to hear the tremble in my okay. A blur, I heard your name not pulling me. Just standing here, you didn't lift, you didn't push, but your stillness made the silence hush. Gravity isn't always down. Sometimes it spins you back around. I thought I'd break beneath the fall, but your voice softened it all. You didn't save, you didn't shout, but you believed when I had doubt. Now every scar that dried away is just a mark of where I changed. I fell again. I fell again. Gravity isn't always down. You show me how to turn around. I used to think the fall was fate, that broken things disintegrate, but you taught me how to bend. Not every drop means it's the end. I walk through nights with shoulders low, but kindness has a kind of flow. It didn't fly, but held me still until I moved by quiet will. Now I dream in rising tones, stacked on days I made my own. I'm not above the world I knew, but I learned how to push on through. I don't need to break the sky just to prove I can survive. Don't need wings or open flames. Sometimes love is just a name. A name you say without a sound that lifts me inches off the ground. And maybe that's what flying means, a small escape between the seams. Oh, 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 oh. Gravity isn't always down. Sometimes a fall becomes the sound. I thought I'd sink in silence deep, but something soft began to speak. Your words were wind, your hands were air. You stood where no one else would care. Now I'm not rising just to flee. I'm floating into being me. It isn't always down. It isn't always down. Some falls are just the start of life. Some nights just teach the soul to rise. You're ready. You're ready. Do what the silent limit. You're ready. Silence wraps around me like glass. One step and it all might break, but I'm tired of tiptoeing past myself. I wear my calm like a borrowed skin, smile thin as a thread stretched in the wind. Mirror eyes but nobody looks in, trained to hide what screams within. I sip my fears like morning tea, swallow it down so no one sees. Every breath rehearsed and neat, but I'm drowning under what's discreet. This lake is clear but deep, where secrets sleep. I see the ghost of me shimmering underneath. Don't throw a stone unless you're ready to watch the silence bleed. Don't dive unless you're steady. Becomes a fragile dream. But I won't float above forever. I'm ready to break the sheen. Let it crack, let it shatter, so I can finally breathe. Back it up. Grew up learning hush like a second tongue. Bit my truth till my voice went numb. Don't feel too loud, don't burn too bright, so I learned to dim instead of fight. But even the moon reflects with pride, and even shadows need some light. So I trace the fall lines in my soul and whisper truths that
broken, but silence is a weapon unspoken. Tiptoeing around pain's no healing, it's just a prettier kind of bleeding. So here I am with my open scars, no metaphor, just beating hearts. Cracked reflections, still I face them. No more hiding, I embrace them. Don't throw us down unless you're ready to watch the silence bleed. Don't dive unless you're steady. The calm's a fragile dream, but I won't float above forever. I'm ready to break the sheen. Let it crack, let it shatter, so I can finally breathe. Let it shatter. Glass like believe, I'm free. Believe. Glass to my face, but it's not me. Every reflection feels like a thief. One by one, I knock on glass. 4 lies down, 1 truth to pass. First mirror said I was made to please. Smile on lips, heart on freeze. Laughed on cue, dressed just right, but I never slept full truth at night. All those eyes, they shake my face, made me shrink to fit the space. A mirror built on what they need, but not a drop of what I bleed. Next one showed the roles I play. Strong by dawn, soft by day. I dance for claps, I run for cheers, but my silence screamed for years. I knew the script, I knew the pose, but not the one beneath my clothes. That mirror watched but didn't care, just fed me light that wasn't there. Each mirror shows a shape I wore, but none of them knew what I'm for. And I keep walking down this line, looking for the face behind the sign. Don't want their gaze, don't want their frame. I want the one who speaks my name. If truth is buried under glass, then I'll break each one till I'm the last. Third mirror held my pain so still, played back every time I couldn't heal. Showed me fists I never raised, showed me eyes that lost their blaze. I hated that one most of all. It knew the cracks, it showed the fall, but from that hurt a whisper came. You are more than what you overcame. Fourth mirror grim with hidden truths. The rebel girl, the shattered youth, that showed the side I tried to hide, the anger that I kept inside. A mirror fire, it didn't bend, didn't ask me to pretend. It said you're not your shame or pride, but the part that never died. So if I'm made of scars and flame, a whisper lost in loud refrain, then let the fifth one finally show that me no other glass could know. Don't need a fit and polished frames. I am the storm, I am the flame. And if the mirror dares reflect, let it mirror all I can. One crack with a smile, one crack with truth, one crack with silence, one crack with youth. And here I stand in front of fire, the only glass that feels alive. It shakes, it breathes, it bleeds like me. And for the first time, it lets me see. This one don't lie, this one don't judge. It just holds space, it doesn't budge. No filters, no disguise to hold, just me raw, broken, bold. I place my hand, I watch it glow. The mirror doesn't steal, it grows. It ain't a trap, it's not a wall. It's a place I rise after every fall. Don't need the mask, don't need the script. I am the voice that wasn't picked. The fifth one shows the light I claim. Not what I lost, but what I named. I'm not reflection, I'm the flame. The glass can crack, but I remain. The fifth don't frame me in the lines. It just returns what once was mine. They called it glass, I called it cage, but now I write on every page. The fifth one cracked, I didn't run. I looked inside and found the one. I still hear the waves in my chest, sunset colors painting what I left. Golden hours there, don't forget you were the spark.
sand in my shoes, laugh in the wind. Back when the days would never end. Ripped jeans, cassette dreams, writing names in water, we believed in things. No maps, no clocks, just moonlit talk. Barefoot heartbeats on sidewalk chalk. That summer burned like youth on fire, and I still walk its fading wire. But seasons turn like vinyl plays, spin memories we can't replay. Still I chase that shimmered flame, even if it's lost I call your name. You're my summer echo, dancing in my bones. Every breeze reminds me I'm not alone. Even when the light fades, even when it's gone, you keep singing back like an old love song. They say move on, but echoes stay. They don't ask if it's night or day. Try to fold you in paper planes, but my hands still shake in sudden rains. Laid your lies on an empty swing, still hear you hum that little thing. It wasn't perfect, but it was always written in freckles and meteor showers. Our seasons turn like vinyl plays, spinning memories we killed and played. Still I chase that shimmer flame, even if it's lost I call your name. You're my summer echo, dancing in my bones. Every breeze reminds me I'm not alone. Even when the light fades, even when it's gone, you keep singing back like an old love song. So hear the waves in my chest, sunset colors painting what I left. Golden hours that don't forget, you were the spark I never met. Yeah, I stitched my strength from silent pain, learned to smile through window pane, build my future from what we broke, found my breath in the words I spoke. I ain't stuck, but I don't erase that summer. Carved my wildest place from broken shell to silver tide. I still ride the waves I used to hide. You're my summer echo, burning in my skin. Even time can't drown where we've been. Even when the light fades, even when it's gone, you keep singing back like an old love song. Still hearing when the world is lost, still dancing in the afterglow. You're not here, my son, no, you're my son. Oh. They say I'm late, but who's keeping score? I'm dancing where I always been before. Clocks can't measure where I stand. I'm moving with the rhythm they won't understand. Got a planner full of shoulda-beens, deadlines that feel like tiny sins. Ticking loud in a quiet room, breathing fast like a will to bloom. Everybody running towards some light, I stay behind, it still feels right. Milestones feel like someone else's plan. I'm walking slow with empty hands, but in the silence I still grow. My roots are deep beneath the snow. They call me late, I call it grace. My heart's not built for any race. I live by a clock without hands, no ticking to tell me where I should land. No rush, no shame, no second place, just my own beat in them space. Let them run, let them chase, I'm blooming slow, and that's my pace. A clock without hands dance. That's how I know time can't tell me where I need to go. I saw them climb the ladder fast, smiling wide but never last. Some got gold, some got gray, but none could tell me why they pray. I kept journals full of midnight thoughts, wrote poems while they tied their knots. Their eyes were fixed on borrowed time. I chose instead a quieter plan. I'm late for what? To fit inside a ticking box, to chase a dream that's not my skin, to lose my breath just to fit in. I found rhythm in the pause, in every breath without applause. I ain't behind, I'm just aligned with stars that wait for me to shine. I live by a clock without hands, no ticking to bind, no fixed demands. No chart to follow, no final bell, just echoes of a self I know well. Let them rush, let them fade. I'll be the flower they all mistake. A clock without
That's how I grow. Time can't own me. Now I know. Oh, oh, oh. I move slow, but I move in trust. I folded every word I couldn't say, sent it down the stream, hoping you'd catch it someday.
Just a paper bottle lost
In the tide, but maybe it still remembers how
I wrote your name in ink that ran like tears. Every stroke of memory, every dot of fear. You left in autumn, didn't say goodbye, but your shadow lingers every time I try. Thought I moved on, but I still set sail. Little letters floating like ghosts in a gale. I whisper truths I never had the heart to tell. Maybe silence was my prison, maybe love myself.
So the river could speak, would it carry my regret? Would it reach your shore or just drift and forget? I sent my love in paper boats, let them float where the wild wind goes, through broken streams and silent nights, hoping you hear my quiet fight. If you find them soaked and torn, know it's from the storm I wore. This is me, trying to reach across the years, beyond the breach.
You said I never speak my mind, but I carved your name in every line. All those folded corners, smudged and blue, were my way of saying I missed you. I held back storms behind my lips, but silence sank 1,000 ships. And now I float my words instead across this tide I never ran. Forgives. Can you do the same? Or am I just a voice without a name? I sent my love in paper boats, let them float where the wild wind goes, through broken streams and silent nights, hoping you hear my quiet fight. If you find them soaked and torn, know it's from the storm I wore. This is me, trying to reach across the years, beyond the breach. You left your sweater on the porch, I kept it like a vow, not by choice. I try to call but words don't stay. So I wrote and I folded and I let them drift away. Do you remember me? Would you answer finally? I sent my love in paper boats, one last time before I let go, through endless tides and unseen skies, hoping it finds your silent eyes. If you find them soaked and torn, know they've passed through every storm. This is me, no more disguise, just my truth beneath the skies. So if someday it lands at your feet and you unfold what I couldn't speak, you'll know I tried. I kept it quiet just in case. I thought I folded into space, tucked away in a room I don't touch. Too fragile, or maybe too much. I held your name between my teeth, afraid it'd break what lay beneath. Wrote your lines I never sent, paused each one before the end. Said it's timing, said not yet, but silence always places bets. And I was both the lock
I swear I hear it hum, the love that almost might have come. My heart's a box I never broke, still beating in a cloud of hope. Is it love if I never say? Is it lost or just delayed? Held too long in quiet air, too afraid to find you there. So I float between the dark and spark, not sure if it's alive or a mark.
You looked at me like you might have guessed, but I blinked and turned to something less. Wore my fear like it was gold, traded truth for staying cold. The moment passed, I kept it near, like a map drawn just in fear. Now your name's in echo light that flickers when I lose the fight.
Maybe love is just a choice, a note unsent, a stolen voice. Maybe it was there and then, but froze between the now and when. I don't need to change the past, but maybe now I speak at last. Even if it's just to say, I felt it once, clear as day. My heart's a box I never broke, but truth has weight I can't revoke. I never said the words I meant, but silence isn't innocent. No more floating in between, I'll break the seal and let it mean. It's not too late, it's not just start. I open now, my waiting heart. I open now, I open now, my Schrödinger's heart. In a room no one sees, there's a shelf with no dust, names carved in silence, fading in rust. If I don't sing them, who will remember? If I don't write, they'll be lost forever.
Chapter 1. A sidewalk in June, your hand in mine, the sky in bloom. But time's a thief in velvet gloves, stealing the smallest kind of love. My mother's breath calling my name right before death. It echoes soft along my spine each day, her voice falls out of time.
I pen these pages, stitch each phrase with laughter, salt, and summer haze. Afraid that what the heart once knew will fade unless I write it true. Can't let them slip into the breeze like pages torn by quiet thieves. I hold the words, I guard the flame, I turn their echoes into a name. This is the library where I burn every loss and every turn. If memories fade like sinking stars, I'll carve them deep into my scars. I scream their names through silent skies. Ink runs like blood, I never lie. The winds may howl and shadows stay. I bind their souls in what I say.
Chapter 3. That friend I lost, we danced through storms, never counted cost. Now all I hold are glimpses gone, like ghosts behind a closing dawn.
A letter burned the words she wrote, the trust unlearned, still smell the smoke in every rhyme, still trace her voice through every line.
My ink runs dry, but still I write by candle glow in quiet night. The pages bend, the spine grows old, but every word is spun in gold.
What am I without their story? Just bones and breath and borrowed glory. A name adrift, a song unsung, a voice erased from every tongue.
My mind's a vault, my voice the key to lies asleep inside of me. I write for those who can't return, for names this noisy world won't learn.
Forget me not, I won't forget. I build with memory, not regret. This silence rings, this ink will shout. No one I love is fading out.
This is the archive of all I bleed, of every scar I let them read. They lived, they wept, they sang through me, and now they live eternally. No, I won't fold, I won't erase. Their breath is woven in my grace. Through every verse they rise again, in ink and song, in blood and pen. Say their names, say their names. Let them rise, let them stay. Say their names, say their names. I won't let them drift away. And if someday I disappear, just find my voice inside this here. A shelf, a song, a line of flame, each one still breathing through my name. I won't wear the light bent twice, dust on the signs, silence in the wire. Steps echo like someone's still there, but but no one answers, not in this time.
At the end of a breath, I forgot. Street lamp flickers like a heartbeat I once lost. Mailbox full of letters I never wrote, all stamped yesterday, but the ink won't flow. Old shoes hanging on a rusted line, names carved deep in wood and time. My shadow walks ahead of me, but it turns back just to see if I remember who I used to be. Tell me what year is this dream, where voices fade but faces gleam.
Every echo knows my name, but they call it with a different flame.
Coat. She smiled like she knew my notes. Same freckles, same quiet eye, same laugh I buried in July. She said you ran too fast to heal the bend, but broken lines still reach the end. She took my hand and disappeared, and left her voice inside my tears. I walk splits like a memory map. I follow cracks where secrets nap. Footsteps echo double time, like two versions of me and rhyme. The walls got photos I never took, books full of pages I never shook. But maybe choice ain't just a line, maybe fate falls like fabric in time. Oh, this alley falls where the clocks unwind. I meet myself in a mirror of sky. The past leans in but it don't define. I walk through time and time walks by. Oh, you share something like the space. Oh, you miss it, but and chase it face. Wait, I've been reading of sunlight. Bleed, say, speak. My truth's made between the beats. Walk through time and time walks by. Not stuck, not lost, just side by side. If you ever find the red door at dusk, knock twice. I might still be on the other side.
I woke up again in a room with no corners, no shadows to chase, no weight on the borders, just breath without rhythm, a name that won't land, and silence like water cupped in my hand.
Walls like skin, too smooth to hold, no cracks to hide the stories I told. Mirrors blink with a stranger's face. I reach but I vanish without a trace. I painted the floor with forgotten names. Each curve echoes with quiet blame. Try to stitch my voice in the ceiling's fold, but the words fell out too bruised, too cold.
Am I still whole if I don't feel known? If the echoes call but I walk alone? This space holds truth I've left untouched, but maybe now I feel enough. No doors, no lines, no warnings. I float inside, still forming. But maybe in this silence I'll meet who I've been mourning. No corners to divide me, no frames that can define me. Just this room and finally I let myself find me.
You hear? The air bends time, soft like dust. I inhale moments I used to distrust. These walls don't lie, they just don't speak, but they held my breath when I was weak. I stitched old scars into constellations, gave each ache a new translation. It's not escape, it's not retreat, it's learning how to feel my feet. Corners can't comfort, but they cage you. Blueprints break when they try to save you. I wore those shapes till they burned through skin. Thought the outside held the truth within, but I'm the arc, not the angle tight. A spiral path lit by borrowed light, and every time I thought I broke, I was bending closer to hope.
No walls, no script, no warnings. I'm not escaping, just transforming. And maybe in this silence I'll write what I was mourning. No borders to contain me, no past left to explain me. This endless space became me, and now I just am me.
tick, but nothing moves.
Same wall, same face, same sex stuck in place. Wake at 7, it feels like 4. Yesterday's clothes on the bedroom floor. Same ceiling with the silent stare. Same dreams I no longer wear. The clock don't tick, it just pretends like I'm walking loops that never end. Trying to chase something bright and bold, but every road just leads back home. The calendar changed, I didn't try to speak up, but the word didn't listen. Roll my goals on a fogged up blast, but they fade like breath that doesn't last. I move time, but time don't care. It drags me through the same old air. The days don't count, the nights don't sleep. Just numbers piling in a heap. I'm stuck in a room with the clock with no hands, no direction, no plans, just shifting these sands. Every tick I fake, every dream I stole feels like I'm moving, but I go nowhere at all. This ain't life, just a silent spin. The starting and blurred paper thin. I stare at the time I can't command, cause I live by a clock that don't understand. Coffee's cold, so is hope. I hang myself on horoscope. Today's the day, the stars won't slide, so I folded time and went to hide. Mirror says I'm still 19, but my breath feels 33. I'm lost in years, I can't recall. Was I waiting, or did I miss it all? Try to draw a map in ink, but the lines just blend into the sink. Every plan's a broken gear, grinding down what used to steer.
Fake spare, I'm spinning wheels in a square room. Clocks tick loud, but there's no boom. Plans delayed, hope archived. Living just to stay alive. Deadline passed, no one knocked. Doors stay shut, time just mock. Routine's thief, dressed in light, stealing dreams I wrote at night. I screamed at time, it never heard. Reply with silence, not a word. So I broke that clock with bare hands and built my day with shifting sand.
I lived too long by a clock with no hands, tied to meaning I never planned. Now I write my hours in moving dust and breathe through days I choose to trust. No ticket left to trap my mind, no dial to force me back in line. I'm not late, I'm not behind. I just left that broken time. I don't wait for bells to ring or hands to point or choirs to sing. My moments now undefined. No more clocks, I draw my time. I don't know whose pain I'm crying for, but it feels like it leaves under my skin. Some stories are way too deep, some cuts I didn't earn, but still bleed. She posted a photo, said I'm fine, but I saw the truth in the caption line. Scrolled too long, now her pain's mine, like the screen turned into a fault line. He wrote a thread about breaking down, now I can't sleep, still hear the sound of voices I never met in life, but I carry them like a second knife. Took their stories, wore them like closed, too tight, too real, too close. I thought feeling made me strong, but now I can't tell what pain is mine all along. Every page I turned, I took a piece. Everyone I read never gave me peace. I built a home from broken parts. Now I'm drowning in borrowed scars. These borrowed scars, they talk too loud. I breathe in pain from a faceless crowd. Tried to hold the world like it was mine, but now I'm lost in someone else's line. These borrowed scars, they sting too deep. Even when I dream, I don't get sleep. I thought I was helping, thought I could heal, but I forgot what's fake and what's real.
I read too many journals, cried too many nights over people who vanished in dead bites. Wrote poems for girls that I've never known, memorized stories I can't call my own. Watched tragedies on endless loop, held hands with headlines I couldn't undo. Got the names tattooed in songs till I couldn't remember where I belong. No room left for my own pain, my voice was drowned by digital rain. Carried their grief like gospel lines, but I forgot how to carry mine. I blurred my heart to feel for them, poured my soul into broken stems. Drew maps of wounds I didn't bear, till I vanished into phantom care. I stitched their tears into my chest, held it close like a holy vest, but now I'm hollow, running low. A second hand, they gotta know. Was it kindness or self-escape? Was I helping or just reshape? Who am I beneath their cries? Am I truth or just a disguise?
These borrowed scars, they're not my own, and I can't heal what I've never known. I'll lay them down one by one and search for light behind my side. These borrowed scars, they serve their time, but I need space to reclaim mine. I'll feel with care, not fall apart. I won't mistake their cries for my heart. I walk with them, but not as me. It's like the sand don't fall, it climbs every second, rewriting my lines, a clock and rewind, breath pull back, I'm dancing on threads of what I lack. Saw the glass shift, not a full break, but cracks don't wait for a clean escape. Every echo, every quiet room, held a ghost that bloomed too soon. Letters unsent, truths I betrayed, stay quiet where I should've stayed brave. Could've turned left, could've said no, but silence grew roots where I let it grow. Now I walk through halls of what if, each step weighed by a faded script, but every shadow that once dispersed paints a light in this hour reversed. If I rewind the breath I lost, would I still carry every cost? Or would I chase the past again, trying to change how it all began? But healing ain't about the past, it's holding tight when the echoes crash. This glass don't need to stay whole, still counts time with the burning soul.
Now I count back, not to forget, but to honor the roads I regret. Tears I hid, now speaking streams, mapping out the shape of dreams. I walked through fire, once called home, smiled at mirrors I faced alone. Every stumble a compass shift, every scar gave my verse a lift. This ain't a loop, it's a rise in disguise. Falling just taught me how to revise. Not just pain, this is resolve, to wear the past and still evolve.
Break the glass, let the tide in, I ain't afraid of where I've been. Truth carved deep but never erased, still rhyme in the dark with grace. I bled through pages never read, now I speak what I left unsaid. Stone by stone I rebuilt voice, with shattered hands I made my choice. No, I won't trade forward, past undone, I'm not the silence I used to run. Let the sand climb, spine a crown, I rise from what once held me down. This ain't what if, it's what I've seen, I build new life from what has been. Let the storm reverse my name, I rap now with fire from flame.
I walk with time tilted on its side, not to escape, but to testify. Each fracture carved the truth I speak, each misstep made the core I keep. So if this glass shatters once more, I'll gather sand like I did before. Shape a new frame with every ache, not perfect, but real enough to break. You asked if I'd rewrite what came before, but I didn't rewrite it. I rewalked it, and chose this voice to unlock it.
I hear a voice, but it moves like time rewound. Words I never say still echo underground.
Cassette reel spinning slow, memory glitches come and go. A laugh before the setup lands, a tear without the trembling hands. I'm walking through a backward breeze, street signs written just for me, but all directions point the same back to the place I left unnamed.
And every silence shouts too loud, a voice I lost inside the crowd. No map for where these echoes go, just sound returning soft and slow. Echo in reverse, calling from below, telling me the things I didn't wanna know. Played it like a song, forgot to learn the verse. Now I'm dancing to an echo in reverse. If I had listened first, would it still have heard? Can't rewind the earth,
But I walk with echoes in reverse. I stitched the past with someone else's thread, told stories from the part I left for dead. Frames I smile through tide and wide, true folded under polished pride. Glass cracks in places I avoid, familiar dreams I once destroyed. Not every scar will leave a name, but some still hum when called by shame. What if the scream I buried deep was never gone, just fell asleep, and now it wakes with every turn. A lesson lived but never learned. Same song in a different room, new love that leaves the same perfume. Every yes was wrapped in fear till I stopped and chose to hear. You can't erase what you outrun, only meet it when you're done. So I sit still and let her rise. My echo's not a ghost, it's wise.
echo in reverse, no longer just a curse. Now it sings with me, not against me first. What I ran from, I rehearse and build a voice that breaks the verse. I'm not the silence I once feared, not the noise I never cleared. That backward call once blurred now sings me forward, word for word. I still
not something worse. She's the echo, no longer in reverse.
The clock said morning, but the sky said no. The light came quiet like it didn't want to show. A breeze held breath and no one took, and I stood still in an unwritten book.
I dressed in thoughts I never wore. Stepped to the train that was in at the door. The window stayed open like time forgot. A moment waiting for a plot. Empty cups with names I knew. Echoes of plans that never came true. I hummed a tune from a memory, fake a melody the future tried to make.
If today had happened like they said, would my words be different in my head? But in the space where morning mist, I found a dream I almost kissed. This is the day that never was, a dawn delayed, a quiet pause. But in the shadow of its grace, I saw the outline of my face. I made no choice, but still I chose to wear the echo like a bruise. The day stood still, but I began to build the light it could have been.
Coffee cold, no steam, no sip. But hope still danced on my bottom lip. No script to read, no act to play. Yet somehow showed up anyway. A letter folded, never sent. A word unsaid but fully meant. And in that silence, breath grew wild like rain clouds forming from inside. Maybe the day refused to come, but so did fear and so did numb. I walked the line between not yet and what the heart can't soon forget. They said I missed my one true track, but stars don't shine on their way back. I touched the morning in reverse and found a blessing in the curse.
Don't you know, call no tick hand, and just me becoming who I am. This is the day I never had, and maybe that's what makes it last. No fate, no threat, no promised plan. Just breathe and we'll land open hands. I'll shape a sunrise from the gray and let the past just slip away. The day that was and gave me this, the chance to rise, the right to miss. It never came and still I stayed, and in the pause a life was made. No need to mourn what time denied. I live the day I made inside. It showed me gold I'd never find, a version sweet but never mine. Every morning I would stare into a dream that wasn't there.
Mirror smile with silver lies, promised stars and stranger skies. Told me you'll be more than this, but left me lost in fog and mist.
It dressed me up in perfect light,
A future to rehearse to bright. Each prophecy a painted scene where I was loud but never seen.
it spoke my name but not my sound. Built me up to keep me bound, but every crack began to show a truth that mirrors never know. I believed in broken glass, chasing shadows from my past. Thought those visions made me real, but they stole what I could feel. Now I stand, no need to hide. See the truth the mirror denied, and every lie it tried to pour led me back to something more.
It told me shine but dim my core, left my quiet dreams ignored. Said you'll be loved if you behave, but I was digging my own grave. I walked the path that tried to draw, became the echo, not the love. But lies can't live in steady light, I shattered them to find what's right.
Said I'd rise if I stayed clean, but I was drowning in between.
The girl I played and who I am, two halves torn in a mirrored
But
scam.
now I write the script myself, don't need predictions off a shelf.
That glass was cracked, not carved in fate. The future's mine, I'll navigate.
It tried to name what I should be, but only I define me free.
No prophecy, no perfect frame, just every scar I learned to name.
I believed in broken glass, chasing dreams that
was mine.
Stop. Fool me once, I come undone, but I still bend toward the sun. I can save me from where I broke, but I retake with every stroke. I was paper in their hands, crumpled by what they demand. Tried to love in shapes too tight, cut my edges still fit right. Mama said I'm too soft-spoken, love has left me creased and broken. I hid my dreams in silent drawers, afraid of showing all my flaws. But I learned to fold with care. Even pain can turn to prayer. Every scar a silent part that forms my origami heart. This heart was torn, now it's a form built from storms I once was worn. Every line a path I trace to find my shape, to hold my space. I'm fragile, yes, but not too weak. I fold again anytime I leak. This origami heart I build with broken love and softer will. Used to chase approval's light, now I glow in softer night. Used to bend for hands not kind, now I fold to fit my mind. Every piece that fell apart taught me how to make new art. From rejection I made grace, from silence found my steady pace. They saw me as paper, cheap and thin, but I held galaxies within. I don't need to be uncreased to feel complete, to feel at peace. Each fold a lesson, each tear a truth. I'm writing poems and living proof. I'm not what's smooth, I'm what's endured. An artist in my wounds and matured. Now, quality ways I come undone. And Lord, I so that don't love the sun. Life in the front, when I break, wishing with that this girl was torn. Now it's a form built some stones I once was worn. Every line a path I trace to find my shape, to hold my space. Let them see my folded wings. Now those scars are tragic things. It's origami, so let's start again and again with all my heart. Folded, not erased. Shaped, not replaced. This is how I fly.
Yeah, in the stillness I arrive. No echo, no name, no mic to fight. But every breath I take ignites a fire they can't dim with light.
I never needed loud to be heard. My silence cuts just like a word. They ask, where's your voice? I don't reply. While I watch the crowd hold their breath when I pass by. High heels tracing marble veins. My walk rewrites and spoken names. They speak in noise, I speak in gaze. And shake the world without a phrase.
I move like shadows bathed in gold. Not every queen has to roar. The quiet kind, the stories told without a sound. I give them more. On a silent stage I rise. No sound, no lies, just fire in my eyes. You don't need noise to leave a mark. Even in silence I'm the spark. You can't dim what's built in bone. My rhythm's carved in skin and stone. A whisper louder than the fight. On the silent stage I shine. My voice went mute behind the screen. Told you pretty don't speak too loud, so I learned to own a room without a sound. Wrote poems in the margins, bled in ink. Cried in green rooms on the brink, but every hush became a verse. A silent hymn that shook the earth. Mute the mic, I'll write in steps. Tattoo paint and silhouettes. You talk big, I breathe depth. My silence outperforms your flex. Voice ain't just a sound, it makes it how your spine begins to shake when she appears with 0 words. And every eye can't leave her word. Oh, don't break their mold. I broke it slow in threads of gold. Still waters hold the weight of storms. I'm the hush that shatters norms. Now on this stage I rise again. No crowd to cheer, no need for men. My silence speaks in symphonies of every girl they told don't dream. You don't need volume to lead. Real queens command what they don't silence I
I found a garden no one sees, behind the walls, beneath the weeds, where broken roots remember pain, and every thorn still speaks my name.
It started with an empty chair, dusting in the light, a hollow stare. A voice once warmed and into stone, left my soil cracked and overgrown.
The rain had vanished from my chest, I curled in quiet, called it rest. The silence bloom, let wild take hold, until my heart forgot the gold.
But deep beneath the hardened ache, a soundless tremble made me wake. A single sprout in buried dirt, still brave enough to bloom through hurt. They thought I'd vanish in the shade, but pain's a ground where hope is made. With trembling hands I touch the dust and whisper to the roots I trust.
In this garden grown from ruin, where the wounds still bloom in view, I plant my name in open soil and water it with something true. The flowers rise from what I lost, their colors bright against the frost. This isn't perfect, clean or tame, it's wild and it's mine and it came from flame. I traced the wall I used to fear, felt ivy climbing every year. The shame, the grief, the nights I bled, now lie in the past where strength is fed.
Each leaf is made from what I faced, each petal shaped by what I braced. No longer hiding every scar, I've come to love the way they are. And when I looked into the sky, I didn't flinch, I didn't cry. Stood in soil that knew my weight and said I live, I love, I wait.
I'm not the ash, I am the spark. I kept my roots inside the dark. I made the rod into a bed where every dream I buried fed. They tried to pull my petals out, but I grew louder, bloomed without a mud and golden breath and bruise. I rose from everything I lose. Don't call me fragile, call me flame. Don't say I broke, just learn my name. This garden wasn't made for show, it's proof that even scars can grow. This is the garden I became, where silence grew into my name, where every crack and every scar turned into seeds for who you are. I rose from roots that bled and burned, I didn't ask, I simply learned. The wild in me was never wrong, I found myself by growing strong. I grow, I rise, I bloom, I burn, I bend, I break, I heal, I learn. I grow, I rise, I bloom, I burn. This garden lies with no return.
So let the wild things take their place. Don't trim the pain, don't hide the grace. Even in ruins, roots run deep. This garden's mine, and it will keep.
I looked up just to feel small, hoping stars could explain it all. But one light stayed, it didn't blink, like it knew the thoughts I didn't think.
They say the sky, don't speak your name, but I felt mine inside the flame. That one star didn't just glow, it breathed, it watched, it seemed to know. I used to dream through telescope glass, a ghost behind the looking glass. But now I feel that silent stare, like someone else was always there.
Was I alone or just unaware that even starlight sometimes cares? The gaze I thought was mine to own reflected truths I'd never known. It's the star that watches back through every crack, through nights I lack. Not just a sky, but a mirror track where silence turns and speaks me back. It knows my fear, my untold fight. It glows where I have lost my light. And when I fall into the black, that star just watches and pulls me back. It blinks when I buried my name, when shame wore hope like borrowed flame. The world looked up, saw only glow, but it saw
They told me stars were far, not near. This one echoed all I fear. I ran from truth, from every tear, yet its stillness brought me here. Not just seen, I felt a mass like starlight peeled my faded past. I watched the sky, but now I see that something vast was watching me.
It's the star that watches back, no longer lost in what I lack. It showed me who I've yet to be by watching all I hid from me. Now I don't flinch when shadows rise. I know there's light behind my eyes. And even when the words are black, that star still watches and I'll watch back. I used to search the sky to flee, but now I look and finally see the gaze I feared was never lack. It's how I learned to stare back. Oh, you hear the sound but not the space. Oh, you miss the pause, you chase the pace, but I've been breathing where silence leads. I speak my truth between the beats. Tick, and then the space comes in. A quiet room, I'm drowning in. No melody, just echo skin. Where do I stop? Where do I begin? The crowd is loud, but I don't feel their rhythm breaks what I conceal. Each thump distracts, but can't erase the whispers caught in inner bass. Don't feel the silence just to cope. I find my voice when I lose hope. Not every song is made to dance. Some notes are pain in soft giving. I'm breathing between the beats where the tempo forgets to speak. When the track stops, I still feel the part that makes it all real. Not the drums, not the hook, but the moments the world never took. I live between the beats. That's where my story leaks. I never spoke when the bass dropped. Held my breath till the echo stopped. Behind the kick, behind the snare, my heartbeat's hiding somewhere there. You only hear the highs and hooks, but not the tears between my looks. I made arrests of subtle breaks of all the love this world mistook. Can you hear me in the hush? In the in-between, the rush of unsaid things, of almost cries, of all the truth that silence hides. I'm breathing between the beats where the tempo forgets to speak. When the track stops, I still feel the part that makes it all real. Not the drums, not the hook, but the moments the world never took. I live between the beats. That's where my story leaks. So don't rewind, don't skip ahead. Oh, you'll miss the words I never said. They're not in verses, not in heat, but softly pulsing between the beats. You saw a halo, but you missed the static. I'm not your flawless, I'm your panic. Error. 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 Initiate. Mainframe. They built me gold, but I bet in the ground. Spoke soft words, now shut it down. You pray for light, I bring the storm. Pretty shell, but I was never born. I'm the glitch in your coded dream. White wings with a laser beam. I don't walk, I break the floor. Perfect stead, I'm so much more. Spireless saints, they always lie. I'd rather fall than live there high. You want clean, then look away. I'm the chaos you can't say. I'm the glitch in the halo, burn in the glow. Can't fix me,
I don't glitch, I glow destructively. Put your fear lives comfortably in me. Static heart with a neon mind. You call it wrong, I call it mine.
Then your wings said stay in line, but I rewrote every sign. I'm not lost, I'm redefined. Built from sparks they try to hide. I'm the glitch in the halo, burn in the glow. Can't fix me, I'm wild, let it show. I'm broken electric, my own display. You kneel and rise, don't need your throne. Yeah, I'm cracked where I shine. Not your pixel perfect line. I'm the glitch in the halo, watch me go. Flown by design, unstoppable soul. You wanted purity, but I gave fire. You wanted silence, but I'm the choir. You wanted angels, I gave light, and you still looked away from my fight. I'm the glitch in the halo, brighter than clean. Wire with rage, but sharp and serene. Don't need wings to make you believe. This holy mess was born to lead. Yeah, I'm cracked where I shine. My code is flawed by design. I'm the glitch in the halo, can't confine. I crush the rules and redefine. You see the flaw, I see the fire. No reset, just rise. Look out, lights down. No forward, no. Woke up with the screen still on, another scroll, another dump. But my reflection in the glass doesn't smile, just scroll so fast. Filter facing every post, but I feel like I'm a ghost. So I put my phone away, let the silence guide my way. Dim the light, close the apps. Put my feet where the rhythm claps. In my room, just me alone. Finally feel like I've come home. Dancing like I'm offline. No one watching me this time. No hashtags, no disguise. Just the music and closed eyes. I'm spinning in the night with nothing filtered, nothing tight. My soul's in every line. I'm dancing like I'm offline. No need to check if they approve. My body speaks in every move. The blue light fades, I see more clear. The beat's the only thing I hear. No edits, no curated vibe, just raw emotions on the rise. Even shadows on the wall, dance with me when no one calls. Pull the curtains, let it flow. Let my breath set the tempo. No applause, no perfect frame. Just me and the sound, no shame. Dancing like I'm offline. No one watching me this time. No filters, no replies. Just rhythm under moonlight skies. I'm turning in the glow. Don't care what I don't show. Unscripted and divine. I'm dancing like I'm offline. Mirrors foggy, heart is clear. Every step pulls me near to the version they can't scroll. The truest part they'll never know. So I move like water free. No Wi-Fi, just melody. For the first time I feel real. This is how I learned to heal. Dancing